at local3news.com to apply.
Next week on my show, I've got some great guests. And my next show is an all-out laugh fest.
Now I can meet my maker.
Plus, this TikToker can teach us all a thing or two.
Sponsored locally by TVFCU.
You know, Chattanooga has quite a thriving art scene, from the wonderful performances at the Tivoli Memorial Auditorium to local community theater and symphony performances. You get the idea. We've got so much to do here. But the great thing about it is that we foster the love of those arts in our young populations as well. So we're very happy this morning to have Greg Miller on the show. He is proudly with the Performing Arts League here in town, and they are gearing up for their Sunday showcase this Sunday to highlight many of those local talented kids. So good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm going to throw you into the spotlight for a minute.
Okay.
So Greg and I have talked for a number of years actually on the show, but I don't see him often, just kind of once or twice a year. So just this casual conversation, you and I were talking, and I threw you a question I've never thrown you before. And the question was, what did you do in your line of work? And your answer?
I was an oceanographer.
He was an oceanographer. So here's why this is relevant. He's lived all over the world on ships at sea. He's been to every ocean there is. He has studied every type of marine concept there is to discover. Yet here he sits now in Chattanooga as a huge supporter of the arts. So I think you're proof that the arts is for everyone, whether you use it as a profession or not.
Well, it is, and you know, I blame it on my kids.
Tell me why. It's wonderful to blame things on your kids. Why?
Well, because they got involved in activities on it, and they did all the usual things. They did, well, it's New England, so it's ice hockey, soccer, and they did dance, and they got involved in hip hop dance, and that's when I got sucked in as a dance parent. I was a single parent at that time, and I got involved in it. And when you do performing arts as a parent with your children in it, you're always doing a lot of work to help support the organizations, because those organizations don't make much money.
Right.
It's always a shoestring operations, and they do a tremendous amount of work, and they contribute so much to your kids' mentality just in doing the performing arts.
I too am a performing arts parent. I was a performer in school, but I'm a performing arts parent too. And you're 100% right about that. And what you end up realizing when you watch your child go through, I'm sure any activity, but we can speak on the arts, is that it's not just the joy of conquering a dance move or a role or being able to play the oboe and do it well, but it is a lot of character nurturing and development that goes right along with it, and a lot of teamwork that people can overlook.
Oh, well, yes, teamwork and practice. I find that those elements work so well in all the rest of your life, regardless whether it is even in schoolwork. Practice, practice, practice. That's what makes you good at it. And
there's a phrase called embrace the process.
Yes.
So you begin as this novice, you can't do anything, but you work at it and you believe and you follow the advice you're given, and success generally follows. So on Sunday, I know every year y'all enjoy highlighting various schools exclusively in Hamilton County, right?
Yes, it's my favorite event that we do. It is a chance for, as a nonprofit organization, for us to see our mission in action. And we invite all of the programs in the area to come in and do a performance or two on stage. And it's 10 different groups. It's theater, it's song, it's the youth symphony, it is choir, it's, you know, all the gambit of everything. And you won't see a performance like it anywhere else.
Now, where are you doing it this year?
We're back at the UTC Fine Arts Auditorium.
That's right.
Roland Hayes, I think it's
a great venue.
Yes, it is. And they've been remodeling it for the past few years, and we haven't been able to host it. So it's good to be back.
It's also a great chance for you to go if you have children or grandchildren who are maybe considering they have a little bit of an artistic flair and they're thinking about getting involved. Bring them and let them see their peers essentially reflected.
The kids get a blast out of seeing the performances. In fact, we're going to have a few classes participate this year in the audience just to see what their friends are doing.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
We've got a couple of classes from schools that are going to show up.
I see, to be there for support.
Yeah.
So it is a ticketed event, right, Greg?
It is. It's only $15. And the tickets are sold through the UTC ticket box. You can buy tickets at the theater on the day of it, or you can order them advance online, and you can get that information on our website.
So when the monies come in, do y'all earmark it for anything specific?
Well, all the money, 100% of it goes towards scholarships and grants. I mean, that's what we do. We're a fundraising organization, and at the end of our event year, we compile all the money we make and we give it all away.
But the way you give it away, it's not in collegiate scholarships, is it? Isn't
No,
it for like
no,
performance camps and that kind of thing?
We handle high school age and younger.
Okay.
If you're going off to college, then
That's a different group.
That's a different group, yes. We'd love to be able to fund things, but we are limited in what we can do, so we narrow our focus into the younger group.
So, in your case, if you've got this money that comes in and there's an 8th grader out there who would love to be part of a dance camp, but the tuition's high,
Yes.
you can help with that.
Yes.
Is that the idea?
That's the idea.
So do your kids still do hip hop?
No.
Did you master any moves?
Oh gosh, no. My wife has been trying to get me to dance for years and years. It hasn't worked. Practice doesn't always work.
You weren't out there on the ship in the Indian Ocean secretly practicing your dance moves?
No, I'm afraid I wasn't.
All right, before I let you run, did you have a favorite ocean? I've never talked to an oceanographer before.
I think the favorite moment I ever had was out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when there was sea state 0. There was no wind, and the oceans were absolutely flat, and there was a pod of sperm whales that were migrating through the ship, and that was a moment I'll never forget.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. So you can go and see the beauty of the performing arts in our area as shown by area kids, high school age and down, this Sunday at 3 o'clock at the UTC Fine Arts Center. If you go to palchattanooga.org, you can get your ticket that way, or you can go at the UTC Performing Arts Center on Sunday afternoon and just get your ticket at the door. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
You do so much and keep it all moving, long after the lights go out. That's why we make it easy to schedule eye exams for the whole family all at once at pearlvision.com. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
No matter the season, when your comfort's at risk, just call Metro Plumbing, Heating,